Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out Tandoor by developer Jake Clover. This is one of those really out there esoteric games where essentially we are given almost nothing about the game and have to figure it out for ourselves. But from what I gather, this is a game that is essentially about walking across a desert, and I'm told that there is no end and you can walk forever. It's going to be exploratory, it's going to be very ambient and strange, and maybe a little bit on the surreal side. And I'm going to be doing my best to try and figure out what is going on here. So as we are presented with this first opening screen, we've got a car that seems to be traveling very quickly across some sort of desolate, red, barren area, very desert-like, as I said. And there seems to be some kind of a cube or a tile in the air there, and you can see it looks like it almost has some sort of civilization or like buildings going on the outer side of it. I also saw a moment ago there seemed to be maybe some ships flying around, although they don't seem to be here anymore. Not sure what's going on with the wheels on that car, too. They seem to have, like, light beams coming off them. Anyway, let's press E and start this up and see what we're in for today. Alright, we get crazy, freaked out space sounds and some jumbled up text. I'm not sure if this text actually has... I kind of make out D, E, A. Okay, I see the A to the right, but then there's, like, another D, maybe... I don't know. I don't really care. I guess we can't really read that. Pizza? Looks like maybe pizza with the yellow at the... Oh, look. Let's just keep going. Alright, more jumbled up text. Up north, maybe? I don't know. I'm sure there's a message here, but I don't know that I really want to spend the time to cut things up and put it back together. There are actually little parts, too, that have a gray area surrounding them, too, so we might be able to use that to tile these... Oh, man, there's even more, too. Okay, well... Intentionally obtuse. Oh, now the text is red, which seems very foreboding and a little bit creepy. So, there we go. So we're done. That's been the message that I've been taking away from all this, is that there's a lot here that we've got to figure out that they're not going to just hand us on a silver platter. Okay, so here's our character. We're this kind of wormy dude here who's got... some tracks that he's going to leave on the ground, and I see a ship possibly landing far away. Oh, there's strange things going on here. Okay, there's like a big old statue. There's a spaceship. Oh, this is a very large statue. And I believe there's a bandit next to us here. Oh, I pressed E, but I wasn't anywhere near the building that said press E. What does that say? Dan Ford's? I think this is Dan Ford's. And then there's a dude out here smoking. There's a cactus over here, and then this is our car that I guess we abandoned. Maybe it ran out of fuel or something, or this is about to run out of fuel. So I figured, why not stop where there's still a little bit of civilization? Press Control for special ability. I'll do that in a moment. So let's go into Dan Ford's again. Can't do that? Did I use up my one opportunity to press E? Or maybe I have to press Control first. Okay, so we can lay down on the ground at any point in the game and look up at the sky. It appears that there's some sort of a scarf or very large bird flying through in the air to the left, and then there's this cube here, which it's beautiful is what it exclaims when we click on it, and then there's little wisps of light flying away from it. And I was starting to put together a little story because I spent, you know, a minute or so trying to get my sound check on this one, and the thing that I came up with that seemed like possibly was right to me is maybe... civilization has settled on this cube area, and then everyone's trying to leave because something bad's happening, but the place that they're trying to leave from doesn't want them to leave, so it's like shooting at them, and some of the ships are crashing and landing down here on this desert area, which is maybe why we're here. And it doesn't tell me what's going on with this scarf in the air. Because as you can see, it looks like these ships are starting off like balls of light, and then they turn into black ships. I don't know, maybe that's because they're escaping the atmosphere of the cube or something. I'm really not sure what's going on at all. But I thought I would give it an attempt anyway. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can go into Dan Ford's, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to take something out of there, but I guess we'll just continue on and see if we can find another thing just as good. Oh, alright, well, there's a public toilet, which seems to have a cleaning product, some kind of hard alcohol or liquor, and then our shotgun, which is very important that we have, because the other thing that you do in this game, aside from look at the sky, is you also shoot certain things, basically to no avail. I mean, there doesn't seem to be much of a point to it, but you can shoot these lizards, and you can also shoot the bandits. So when you want to shoot a lizard, you hit right-click, which is basically your iron sights, and then just target it, and you just blast the thing for some reason. Not sure, the things aren't really posing any sort of threat to me, but that's just kind of what you do. It's got a very satisfying boom chick sound to it when you fire. We're taking me back to the days of Quake. And we found a bandit here. They cackle madly. I'm not sure, maybe they've been driven mad by the sun. Oh, what if we saved the guy's life? We killed the lizard. You're not... Okay, well, I mean, you're fine. Dude didn't want to fight me anyway, I guess. Okay, found a tire, and it looks like another bathroom. This guy, though, he looks like trouble. Yeah, totally trouble. They make a crazy squeaking sound, too, when you shoot them. What's over here? More hard alcohol, I guess. Anything going on in the toilet? Doesn't look like it. So this desert is pretty much cut out for exploring, but there doesn't seem to be a whole ton of stuff to see. The one thing that I'm most curious about, and I'm constantly in a state of wonder about, is what's going on the horizon line. There's like these huge hulking blue creatures, perhaps, unless they're not creatures at all. And then there's something going on the right. It looked like maybe a pig was walking, and now there's like an octopus taking over it. The whole thing is pretty wild and out there, and I'm not sure if it's going to ever go anywhere, but I really like the idea that... And we're back. Sorry about that. I just had a little bit of a brain fart and decided to press escape instead of E to leave this room. That's my fault. Basically, what I was going to say was that it's kind of wild that this is so up to interpretation and sort of an endless, boundless world for you to explore where, really, with no boundaries to reality, you have no idea what you're going to run into out here. These beasts that were on the horizon seem to have basically taken to the sky, or at least that one to the left has, and we seem to have come across some sort of a power line tower, which I'm not sure if there's any relevance to that since we're out in the middle of the desert. So it's a very strange experience. I'm really not sure how I feel about it. I'm not sure if there's all that much to do, unfortunately. But what I was kind of getting at before is that it seems like this is a thing that could really take off in any direction if the developer wanted to keep adding to it. What is that? Can I shoot that? No? Okay. I thought maybe there was like a quick shot moment that if I was in the right moment at the right time that I could maybe get something out of it. It seems like all that we really run into is just more porta potties and more lizards and bandits, occasionally more cleaning supplies and products, sometimes alcohol or whatever those bottles were in the toilet, but they don't really have any bearing on the game. It's just sort of collectibles, or at least the thing is, maybe we don't know, maybe they are actually changing something about the game. It's just all happening behind the scenes. Also, graphics-wise, I mean, I'm definitely into the very minimalist style. I think it's kind of cool. Reminds me a little bit of Middens or Yume Nikki or something in its obtuseness. And I also really enjoy whatever this is. It reminds me of like a silhouetted version of the Loch Ness Monster, which immediately makes me think it's sort of something outside of the norm. And then just like random tires strewn about. I mean, I'm not even sure if these the world has tires like this, since it seemed like they had laser tires from the introduction part. It's very interesting that you can have the alligator lizard men fighting the bandits, and then sometimes they actually get into fights with each other. Well, they've all been murdered in this case. Are there more buzzards or birds flying up in the sky now? It seems like there might be more than there were earlier. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention for a while. I'd really love to get far enough into this world, though, to see what those things on the horizon are, because they definitely have caught my interest. I missed! You're gonna pay for that one. Although you didn't actually do anything wrong, but that's why we are in sort of a morally dubious position here. Why are we wandering in the desert? Why are we shooting all these random dudes? Why are they attacking us in the first place? Are they even attacking us? All of this and more can be up for your own personal interpretation in Tandoor. I really don't know, actually. This is all very, very strange. It's not quite as offensively strange as many of the games I play, though. It sort of takes this passive role in its strangeness. And it's also worth mentioning, I don't know if you noticed this from earlier, well, not only does it say poo there above the toilet, but it also shows the kind of strange, broken up, fragmented text, like graffiti stuff that we were seeing in the beginning is also seeming to happen in these bathrooms. So I don't know if there's some kind of relevance to that. And you also never know if maybe there's going to be a specific pixel you were supposed to click on that's going to change something about the game, which I guess is kind of part of why the mystery of this is actually so interesting. There's so little to map to reality to this that it's like, well, the universe can go in any direction it wants, and it will be what it will be. So I think with that, maybe we'll wrap up the episode already. I know it's been a bit of a short one, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot changing about this. I wonder if I could ever make my way back to my original position if I followed my own footsteps. Oh, I can actually erase my footsteps by walking back over them. No, I think what all that is just it only keeps so many decals before they start going away, and I guess I might have been walking right back over them, and that was reaching the limit. Oh, that's weird. I guess all of a sudden this electrical tower just popped up there. Alright, so things are actually not holding any geographically significant locations. It seems like they are just spawning pretty much at random as we fill a new frame or we enter a new level of proximity walking around. It's a very interesting perspective, too. I'm not sure I've really seen too many games where we're basically looking at half the screen on the horizon while also walking around in, like, the lower quarter of the screen the whole time. I just wish there was more diversity. I mean, I really am enjoying the ambience of this, and I guess I haven't laid on the ground for quite a while, so I should probably do that, too. I have a feeling if we do enough things, maybe something different or strange will happen here, too. I'm also noticing there seems to be a seam, and I don't know if that's just a constraint of the game engine. I believe this is being made in Game Maker, but there's like a tile there, which is making me also kind of harken back again to that graffiti geometry thing that was going on at the beginning. So maybe there's some sort of underlying theme. Maybe we're in the Matrix, and this is all some sort of solipsistic, crazy, imaginary hallucination or something. It's quite possible, actually. I also kind of wish I could, like, shoot down some of the stuff in the sky here just for fun. A little bit of a duck hunt moment. It's beautiful. Well, I don't know what it is. Maybe it is beautiful, but I don't really understand. Anyway, I'd love to hear what your interpretation of Tandoor is. Feel free to chime in the comments. The more the merrier. I do definitely appreciate the conversations that come out of strange games like this, and it is sort of the main thing that I love to do for my channel, is just find the strangest stuff possible and show it to you guys and let you just figure it out, or at least offer up what you think it's about. Because that's kind of the fun of art, isn't it? Like, kind of just taking shots at whatever you think it is, having your own personal relevance, personal significance, and, you know, put it together into a big pot and then sort it out between each other. Anyway, feel free to go check out Tandoor yourself. Link's going to be in the description. It is a free download. In order to make it run at 640 by 480, if you care, you can actually change that in the properties menu. As I had a little bit of difficulty recording this one, so in case anyone out there also runs into the same situation, just thought I'd give you a little hint on that one. But do please come back again tomorrow. New episodes on Indie Impressions are up every single day, so I hope to see you back for that. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you'll leave any support that you think is necessary or that I deserve. Likes are definitely appreciated, but not mandatory. So I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.